What's going on, folks? Got my boy Just Dre back in the building.
What up, what up?
It's been a minute, so we finna get into it. So you know what to do. Stay tuned. What's going on, folks? It's your boy Javier Javier with the Javier Javier Show. Make sure you say it twice. Man, I got my boy back in the building. Say what's up, Dre.
What up, what up?
Woo, woo, we back up in it.
Up on the West Coast.
Yeah, yeah. It's been a minute, man. How you been?
Yeah, man. You know, I'm just out here just trying to stay safe, clean, and things of that nature.
Yeah.
How you been? How you holding up?
You know, I'm making it, with all due respect, with everything that's going on in the news right now.
Yeah,
so,
man. I see you. I see you out here, man. Like you've been busy and everything, man.
Hey, man,
blowing up.
I do it for the fans, man. I do it for my subscribers. I love y'all. I appreciate the support. So, a lot going on. So, I just thought, let's kind of veer into a little subject about the president and leadership. What does it mean to be a good leader as the president of the United States? Because leadership, it varies based on what exactly your role you're playing. But as the president of the United States, what does it actually mean to be a good leader versus a bad leader? And does it matter the context on what kind of leader you actually need? So I'm just going to pop the cherry. You think Donald Trump's a good leader?
No, of course not. You do?
That wasn't a surprise. Huh?
You do?
Do I think Donald Trump is a good leader? Certain things. Certain things not so much.
See, let's tap dancing. Look, Gregory Hines over here, ladies and gentlemen.
Look, hey, a broke clock can be twice right. Right. Hey, I said that wrong. A broke clock could be right twice a day.
Yeah, man. I mean, me personally, I like correct time all times of the day. Some people just like it, twice a day.
You'll never get it right all the time, man. Look, I think President Trump has done amazing things, and we can't take that away from him. Many people are actually happy with the job President Trump is doing.
Really? Let me ask you what you think about that 39%.
Oh, well, that doesn't bother me. I mean, if I had to ask you what percentage of the country was actually well informed on politics, how much would you say? If you had to guess a number.
I believe there's certain things that you don't need to be watching C-SPAN and stuff like that, to be able to look at somebody and be like, oh no, he ain't got it. He don't know what he's doing right now.
I mean, look, we know Donald Trump is a marketer. It's part of Donald Trump's brand to actually, say controversial things.
That's great. I like Donald Trump. I like Donald Trump. Just not as my president. I don't want him as my president though. WWF, cool. You want to go hit some, you want to be like the business guy who goes on WWF and is the cracking dudes. Cool. Do that. Just don't be my president though.
Just don't be your president. Yeah. Well, I mean, part of being a president, part of being a good leadership is showmanship. Is getting people to rally behind you. Is getting people to actually. Look, you can't make everybody happy. Some presidents try to make everybody happy and end up failing. Some presidents, they say, you know what? This is the amount of people that I need to be successful. Mm-hmm. This is who I'm going to aim my message at. No, that's right. Politics.
No, you're right. And to speak to that point, 39%.
That number changes from time to time. It varies. It depends on the situation. Right now we got a pandemic going on. Right now we got the riots going on. People don't know how to feel about a lot of things. Somebody may be mad at something Donald Trump said that they disagreed with, and they didn't like him in the poll at this moment.
I don't think the 39% is based off of the existential things that happen. Of course you can't control a plague, you can't control riots. And
many people would like to act like you can.
You can't do that. I get that. I don't think that is a referendum on those things happening. That's out of your control. I think that is a referendum. I think that's indicative of his response to things.
So let me ask you this.
I think it's like a widely held sentiment that he handled this poorly, from the gate. And then you talk about leaders and stuff, right?
I'm not under the impression that Donald Trump handled this poorly, especially when you talk about the pandemic. I mean, Donald Trump stopped travel from China early on, and And even people like Joe Biden said that,
he,
oh, well, I wouldn't do that, and then turn around and say he should have did it earlier. I'm like, make up your mind.
Okay, cool. So
so that was a good choice.
Okay, that's day one. Go ahead. All right, what else?
Okay. Also, Donald Trump shut down the country when the experts told him, hey, you need to shut down the country. You think Donald Trump wanted to shut down the country? You think he wanted to put the economy at risk?
No, of course not.
But he did that.
Of course not, because he makes it clear every chance that he gets to that that's not what he wants. And
of course, nobody wants that.
But you're proving my point though, because we're talking about, the whole topic is about leaders and everything, right? Now we can agree, everybody has different leadership styles. What works for you may not work for me, and vice versa, and everything. But we can agree that on a basic level, there are just basic characteristics or basic markers that you have to have as a leader, to be successful.
Let me ask you
what you do.
Does it make you a good leader if you smile, if people like you?
I'll tell you what makes you a good leader.
If people follow you, but at the same time, you selling yourself to big business and corporations and raping the people at the same time, and they just don't know it because you're such a smooth guy. Is that being a good leader?
I'll tell you what's being a good leader. Having one cohesive, clear message. When there's a crisis happening, leadership is stepping up and having one concise, clear message. Right, just on a general, just on a basic level, that's what you would want from your leader, right?
I mean, when you talk about a pandemic, information changes, so you have to change with the information.
Okay, and that's fair, but I'm not talking about that.
Okay.
I'm talking about we have as much data as we have at this particular point, right? Okay, so leadership. Okay, so there's people in your organization saying do this, but then you're hopping on Twitter saying nah, that's for pussies. Don't do that. Masks, I ain't wearing no mask and stuff like that.
You ain't wearing no mask,
you know what I'm saying?
In certain circumstances.
You know what I'm saying? People say do this. He's can we just blast them with UV rays? Your man want to blast you with UV rays, fam. He wants to inject bleach into your shit.
So everything the president says has to be taken literal. That's what I'm understanding.
My thing is
it ain't the job.
Hold on, wait. My thing is. Comments just off the cuss comments that, comments let's throw nukes at a hurricane, those things are indicative of a person's thought process and everything. More importantly, your competence. A competent person.
Let me ask you this.
A competent person wouldn't it would never even enter their mind to say let's throw a nuclear missile at a hurricane.
That's a scientific mind.
What you mean?
Questioning, asking off the wall questions to see if there's some legitimacy to it. You think somebody didn't ask? You think somebody didn't ask? Hey, what would happen if we put rocket fuel in this metal container and aim it towards the sky? You think we can get to the moon? Somebody probably was like, why would you even think of doing something stupid like that? You can't get outside the atmosphere.
Okay, let me ask you this. Okay, it's two questions. So first question, let me ask you this. Okay, so you're a logical man, right?
I hope so.
Okay, well, at your best, you at least attempt to ascribe to logic.
Oh,
right?
I'm the most logical being in the universe.
Okay, so logically, just you, are you able to realize that throwing a nuclear missile at a hurricane probably wouldn't be the best idea?
I mean, there's no wrong questions. I mean, somebody will tell you no, and then it's okay, well, that was stupid.
No, I'm asking you,
me?
I'm asking you, just based off of your common sense.
I probably wouldn't say, can we nuke it? I'd probably be like, what can we do to stop it? And then they'd be like, oh, well, we can't do shit to stop it. I'd be like, okay. Oh, well, I wish there was something we could do to stop it. Maybe nuke it.
Okay. All right, cool. So, it's jokes and shit.
Yo.
It's jokes and everything, but seriously, what I'm hearing you say is because you're a logical man, your first thought wouldn't be let's throw nukes at this shit. Your last, you're joking, but your last thought, because you logically know that
not my last thought. Maybe throwing water on it would be my last thought. But I mean, there are worse things you can do to nuke a hurricane.
You tell me, okay, but you're telling me to.
Let's see if we can throw people at it.
Hold on. So you're telling me for you, because you're a Trump supporter. You say Trump supporters are
I'm a
Trump shit like that.
Voter. I didn't say.
What's the difference?
We're all Trump supporters.
What's the difference?
We're all Trump supporters. You're a Trump supporter too.
Did that vote support Trump?
What vote support Trump?
Did you voting for Trump support Trump?
Voting for somebody doesn't mean you support somebody, but somebody being your president means you support them. So we're all Trump supporters.
We ain't gonna run over that.
Are you not a Trump supporter?
Tell me, no. Like, tell me.
So you don't support your president?
No, I don't.
You don't want your president to do a good job?
I want him to do a job. I don't think he's competent of doing it.
But you support him doing a good job, right?
I would hope that he wants.
If
Like, hold up. Like, no, hold up. I understand. I understand that in order for me, like, to have a good quality life, I need him, like, to succeed.
So you're supporting
That's
him
not,
doing
hold
a
up.
good job.
That's not my issue. No, I'm not
So
supporting.
You don't support the president?
Me supporting would be like me going like to like the ballot and voting kind of like you did.
Oh, that's being a
hold
voter.
up,
That's a
hold
Trump
up,
voter. That's not
hold
support.
up, because like you trying to tap dance. Like I ain't
No,
forgot.
no.
I ain't forgot about this shit. Cause you don't want to answer.
Either
I
you
get
support.
it. No.
You support the president or you don't.
I get it. Like you don't want to answer. I get it. But like we ain't gonna run over that shit. We gonna go back because like there you go again. Like
I'll answer your question. You answer mine. Do you not support the president of the United States of America?
I just said like 5 different like I can't say it in Chinese, bro. Like I said
so
5
yes,
different times.
You do support the president of the United States?
I do not. I don't support his platforms. I don't support his personality. I don't support his ideology. I don't support that man. Hence why I did not vote for him.
Oh, okay.
Is that clear? Okay, cool. So going back. So like what you're telling me is that like for you, logically, you think that throwing a nuke at a hurricane.
I mean, I couldn't throw a nuke. I would have to be pretty strong, but
see,
you know,
tap dancing. There you go.
I'm gonna answer your question. I already answered your question.
You know,
I said
okay, so
no. I wouldn't go to that.
But ladies and gentlemen,
I said no.
So like this is a perfect example.
I said no.
I asked him a direct question,
and I said no.
He doing salt based shit. He throwing all this.
That's what you do.
He's sprinkling all this other shit.
That's what you do.
And everything. Okay, so what you're telling me? Cause like you said, it's you're a logical man. So like this logical man.
I am the most logical being in the universe.
So like this logical man is sitting there telling me that it makes sense. And mind you, he's a Trump supporter. So like this is indicative.
I'm a Trump voter.
Like we're okay, fine. All right, voted. This is indicative of what I was talking about people's ability to divorce themselves from facts. So here's like a Trump voter who deems himself a logical man, saying that it makes sense to him.
I am the most logical being in the universe.
Okay, so what you're saying is okay. All right, so what you're saying is it makes sense for you.
I already said no.
Oh, okay.
I said no. My first thought was not be the nuke. A hurricane.
No, cause you didn't just stop at no. You said, well, it depends on the situation. You know,
I
think about this, and I may think about that.
I said my first thought would be, is there any way to stop it?
Come on, man. Wait a minute. We ain't letting that slide today. I'm sorry, man. Like, we ain't gonna let you tap dance out this one.
So that's a bad question. Can a nuclear bomb stop a hurricane?
Yes, that's a bad question. Yes. Why is that? Okay.
That's a scientific question.
But is it though?
Yeah. You have an hypothesis.
You don't know what would happen if you threw a nuclear missile into a hurricane.
You won't know unless you actually crunch the numbers and find out.
You don't. You telling me right now?
What would happen? What would happen?
I tell you what.
Do you know what happens?
I tell you what.
So explain the process of what happens when you nuke a hurricane.
Okay, bro.
Since we've done it.
Okay, bro. You're throwing a solid object through a cloud. That's what you're doing. Mm-hmm. So you're telling me you don't know what would happen if you a nuclear missile?
I said you tell me. Now you're asking me. Tell me what happens when you nuke a hurricane.
No. Like the reason I'm asking you because I'm really trying to figure out like if I seriously had to tell a man who's like logical what would happen.
Pretend I am the most illogical human in the universe.
Okay. So
what would happen?
You throw the missile at the cloud, it goes through the cloud and hits whatever is under that fucking cloud.
Yes.
Okay. So we can like kind of agree on that, right?
What happens then?
What
happens when a nuclear bomb hits what solid object?
What do you think happens?
It explodes, right?
Yeah.
What happens when a nuclear bomb explodes?
So like, you think that's a good idea?
What happens when a nuclear bomb explodes?
That's what you want your leader to say.
No, I'm just being scientific with it. You don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. Why not ask what happens if we nuke? You can ask the question. What happens when you send a rocket through the atmosphere?
Okay, cool.
Could we get to the moon?
Okay, cool.
In 1800s, that's a stupid question.
Okay, so like in 2020, cause like you're a resident of 2020, so like to you, you're saying in 2020 like that don't like straight like no alarms for you. Like
no, here's a man. Here's a man who thinks outside of the box and asks.
Okay.
Questions that the average person wouldn't ask.
Okay, cool.
There's nothing wrong with asking the question.
No.
The problem is,
it's cool.
Let's nuke the thing and not ask any questions.
No, it's cool. Like we cleared it up. Like for some people,
Have you ever been a leader?
That don't bother them.
Have you ever been a leader?
Yes.
being a leader, you also know that means thinking abstract and thinking outside of the box and being able to try new things and ask questions that people wouldn't normally ask.
Within reason.
Because you have to ask yourself, what would happen if we did this? What would happen if we did that?
Within reason, yeah.
What is reason if you don't know the outcome? You have to ask the question to know, oh, that's not possible.
We just sat here and went step by step.
Okay.
What happens?
So let me ask you
to
this.
a bomb that blows. Okay. Let me ask you this. All right. So if the bomb drops on the land and stuff, and like there's people around there, what happens to those people?
I'm pretty sure they would evacuate everybody. And plus, it's a hurricane.
He said,
if there's already a hurricane, shouldn't you already be evacuated from the area?
Damn, man. He said,
come on now.
You know, man. If they blow up, it's their fault and everything. Like they were there.
I never said it was their fault. I said it's a hurricane. People should already be there anyway. And I'm sure they would evacuate.
Because our leader thought it was a good idea to throw.
He didn't say it was a good idea. He asked the question. Like you should always ask the question. So let me ask you this.
Anyway, boys and girls.
So let me ask you this.
Anyway, boys and girls.
So let me ask you this. Is it possible?
Don't get caught up in that shit.
Can we put a man on the moon? Is it possible?
Yeah.
How do you know it's possible?
Because we've done it.
Because somebody asked the question first.
Okay.
That's all it takes. All the man did was ask the question. You can't hold that against him.
No.
That's what leaders do. They ask questions. They want information.
No, it's fine to ask questions.
Yeah.
What I'm saying, what matters is the type of question that you ask. Because.
Really?
Yes. Let me tell you why. Because depending on the type of question that you ask, it's indicative on what you don't know. Inherently, if you're asking the question, you don't know. That's why you're asking the question to obtain.
Okay. It's a scientific mind.
Okay, cool. So the fact that you don't know as a leader of the free world, of the whole world, basically.
Nobody knows because nobody ever tried.
You don't know. Like for you, common sense doesn't ring that if I throw a fucking nuclear missile, it's not going to do anything to the hurricane. It's going to land somewhere and possibly kill.
How do you know it won't do anything to the hurricane? Do you know what makes a hurricane a hurricane? Do you know what a nuclear bomb does to the atmosphere?
Let me ask you this.
These things interact with one another. You don't know what has possibly happened.
I'll tell you what happens. Because we know what the...
So you're telling me that a nuclear bomb will destroy the whole land and everything around it except the hurricane. The hurricane just keep
I'll tell you what happens. Let me tell you how nuclear shit affects like hurricane and weather and everything. Mm-hmm. You ever heard of acid rain?
Yep.
You know what that is, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Doesn't that happen after the nuclear weapon was terminated? I mean, exploded? Yeah. But you don't know what happens to the hurricane at that very moment.
Okay, so it happens to the hurricane, right? Okay, so on top of the hurricane and the fucking fallout from the nuclear bomb, on top of that,
let me ask you this.
That we gotta do with acid rain now.
Let me ask you, is this a smart question for me to think, can we fold space and time?
I'm sorry, that's not a smart question.
Listen. Can we fold space and time and just walk through a portal and get from one place to the next place without taking an airplane? Is that a reasonable question to ask?
That is a question and a theory, like based off of
is it reasonable for me to ask?
Shit, bro.
How do you know it's possible? It may not be possible.
That's why it's called, see look, like people who are logical, like when they say shit that may or may not be proven yet, like a logical person would call that a theory.
Yeah.
The difference is between the logical person and Trump, like when Trump said shit.
Trump was asking a question, just like I just asked the question. Is it possible?
I tell you this.
Can we do it?
I tell you this, like Trump asked a lot of questions, right? Like that, for example, asking if Obama, no, actually, like it wasn't even like him asking. Like he was saying that.
It's always got to be about Trump. Let's get on Obama. How come we always got to talk about Trump? Let's talk about Obama. Is it wrong for Donald Trump to put kids in cages?
Is it wrong? So like you talking? Cause like I already know where you going with that. Cause like
where am I going?
Shit like that, right?
Obama put kids in cages also.
Obama did, blah 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 and shit. So like I've been on record saying.
Was that bad leadership?
So I've been on record saying and everything like from the gate. My issue isn't with the president of the United States doing their job to protect the borders.
Let's not forget he dodging the question. The question was it wrong for Donald Trump to lock kids in cages?
I mean, how my dog, like, I didn't even get a chance to answer the question.
Yes or no, then you can explain. Yes or no, was it wrong?
Like, okay, so like, you asked a question, and like, I didn't.
You didn't give me a yes or no. You just started going on about something else.
I didn't say no?
You didn't say no.
Okay.
You said, I know where you're going with this.
Alright, so like, okay. So my thing is this: like, I don't have a problem with somebody like doing their job and protecting.
Still ain't get a yes or no.
Like, can I get to it though?
You supposed to answer then. Explain.
I'm saying, yo, like he's like the dude talking about freedom and shit, man. But he want to tell me like how to answer my question though.
Go ahead.
I'm saying,
Let's see.
You gotta pick. You gotta pick.
Go ahead.
You gotta pick a struggle, dog.
Go ahead and explain.
You can't have it both ways. All right. Now my thing is this, like. Cause like that's like the main thing, like Obama did that shit and everything. Like my thing, like my problem isn't this. Like,
that's simple for you. Oh, Obama did that. When Trump did it, was like, oh my God, I can't believe you're doing this. And Obama was like, oh, Obama did it.
All right, yeah. So anyway, so like getting to my point, right? Like my problem isn't you protecting the borders. My problem with Trump has always been, just like with everything else this motherfucker does, is how you do this shit. Like, okay, cool. Like, and that's what blows my mind about Trump and what makes him like a horrible leader to me and stuff. Because like a lot of stuff that he does, he don't have like that. You don't have to defend that. You ain't gotta defend that. But like the way that he handled that, just brought like, dude, like that's my thing about y'all, bro. That's my thing about y'all.
I still ain't get a yes or no. Come on, man.
Okay, all right.
Come on, man. Let me get a yes or no.
All right, let me help it. Let me make it real simple. Let me make it real simple for you and shit. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know.
So I'll be
I know you're a Trump voter. No, hold on. I know you're a Trump voter and everything. So I'm gonna make. I'll break it real simple for you and everything. Okay.
Alright.
So no.
Thank you.
My problem with him isn't that he did that.
So you don't have a problem with that.
Hold up. My problem with him is that he did that. My problem is how they went about it. Again, which speaks to your leadership. Okay, cool. You want to lock up kids and shit? Cool. But you better damn sure make sure that you have like some sort of way like to track them afterward. You better damn sure make sure that you have like something that comes after that.
So you cool with them
That's my
locking
issue
kids in
and
cages.
everything.
It's just your problem is not being able to track them afterwards. That's what your problem is. Did Obama track them afterwards?
My thing is this.
So that's where you draw the line.
Right.
Throw kids in cages. Just track them.
You gotta be responsible. Like my thing is this though. Look, check this out. Like I may not agree with that. Like me personally, I'm not throwing kids in cages, but I'm not in that position.
So you do have a problem with it.
Let me finish. I'm saying me personally, I'm not throwing fucking kids in cages and everything like that.
Because you got a problem with it.
Well, because like I'm just like me, like I'm not the president, so that's not like my job and shit like that. Like me personally.
Come on, man, you tap dancing now.
Well, like no, like let me tell you why I'm not tap dancing. No.
Alright.
Like, let me tell you why I'm not. And like I'm gonna tell you why like that's relevant and shit. Because again, it goes back. If that's your job to protect the borders and shit, and like by default, if you gotta like separate, cause like I guess the whole like procedure is you get them and like.
Look, we gotta stop here, man.
Bro, like
you heard. Look, we gotta stop here.
Cause you ain't even listening and shit, bro.
I'm hearing you, and we gotta stop.
No, but you not. You asking me questions, and
it's
then
like,
wait, hold up. You asking me questions, and then just laughing about this shit.
Because it's like you trying to justify. Because Obama did something, now you gotta find a way not to be adamantly against it.
Where am I lying? You haven't addressed that though. Like, where am I lying though?
Because the whole argument is he locked kids in cages. You was against that. You was totally against that. We had conversations before, and you was totally against it. Then I told you that Obama locked kids in cages. Now it's like, well,
be accurate. No, be accurate. Like, if you go back to like those videos and everything, like I've remained consistent. I've consistently said my problem with Trump is how he handled that shit.
Which is throwing kids in cages.
No.
Afterwards he didn't track them.
No, that's part of it, and like the whole narrative, like with like you know, like
so
they're all.
That's the cool part.
Let me finish, bro.
Okay.
Like am I crazy? Like let me finish. Like,
I just want to point it out that I'm against throwing kids in cages. But go ahead.
I'm saying this because you did like the whataboutism, like you threw out Obama and shit. But okay.
Because we're talking about leadership skills, it doesn't have to just be about Trump.
But okay, cool. So like let's go down like that whole path and everything. Cause you comparing Obama to Trump, like that's always gonna be a losing argument for y'all. Like dude, like for the life of me, I do not understand like why y'all like.
Did Obama kill kids with drone strikes?
I'm sure he did.
You cool with that?
It's war, right?
Look.
Like what's funny? Like what's funny about that?
The funny thing is, it's always Donald Trump on the defense, but nobody on the other side ever wants to confront.
You know what's funny?
What Obama did wrong, or
you know what's funny?
people on their side does wrong. It's always about look what your side doing, look what your side doing. But people on my side is like
confront, though?
You always call out my side, but you never call out your side. Let's make a video about everything that you hate about Obama.
But what didn't I address though?
Because of the simple fact is, this is new information for me that you don't care if the kids were thrown in cages. What you care about is that they were trapped.
I didn't say I didn't care.
You said that it wasn't a problem for you.
I didn't say that.
That's what my question was. I said, do you have a problem?
I feel this.
You said no.
I feel this. And like if you let me finish, you'll get my whole point and everything.
All right.
I feel like this. Like there are a lot of things with this country that I don't necessarily like, that I understand are a necessary evil sometimes. Now, I don't say that like to be insensitive. Like me, if I had it my way, I wouldn't run this shit like that. But I don't have it my way. I understand like there's a certain decorum that you have to follow as far as procedure, like with law and shit. Now, until that's changed, this is what we have to fucking run with and everything. Parts of that I do agree. Like if I had a house, I wouldn't just want any old body jumping in my house, using up my resources and everything, and like I gotta pay the bills for that shit. Like,
sound like a Trump supporter. Go ahead. My bad. Hey, it's a show. We both gotta talk now.
I'm just saying this because you keep on like throwing out these side things and shit like that have nothing to do with.
It's not a side thing. We're talking about
original
leadership
things,
and
right?
Decisions that presidents have to make. All these things are included in that.
Right. My thing is this though, like it's hard, like to seriously have a conversation with somebody who like, because like like we'll say like the whole like Nuke shit, like you know that shit was fucking wild. You know your boy was wild for saying that and everything. But like what y'all would do is, oh no.
People thought Donald Trump.
Like what's funny?
People thought Donald Trump was stupid for wanting a Space Force, and then somebody very intelligent like Neil deGrasse Tyson came up and was like, I actually think it's a pretty good idea.
Who said he was stupid?
A lot of people was like, we don't need a Space Force. Why do we get a Space Force? That don't make no sense. I mean, there's nothing wrong with asking questions, even if you don't agree with the questions being asked.
There's something wrong with asking stupid questions because like that's an indicator of your level of intelligence. That's why there's something wrong with that.
Level of intelligence.
Yes.
So I ask you.
You disagree with that?
If I just said we can fold space and time and walk through it like a doorway instead of taking airplanes, is that a stupid question? You said no, that's not a stupid question. But that could sound very wild to a lot of people.
You know why? All right. You know why? Like that's not a stupid question.
Why?
Well, one, because like they label that a theory for one. So like by you labeling that
it's a question.
But by you like responsibly like labeling this shit a theory instead of like trying to reject the people that we know for certain this is what's gonna happen. Like that's what it becomes.
But that's not what Donald Trump did. Donald Trump said, "Can we nuke it?"
But the thing is, like everybody knows what the fuck would happen, or at
I don't know where happened.
Well then like that's just you. But like
you know what would happen?
Yes, bro.
So what happened to the hurricane?
I just spent 30 minutes explaining that shit.
No,
bro.
What you never told me what would happen to the hurricane.
Nothing would happen to the hurricane.
So the hurricane would continue to go.
The hurricane would keep going. It said, you know what? It's different though.
And you ran this experiment.
It'll be acid rain, bro.
And you ran this experiment. You crunched the numbers and you ran an experiment.
Bro, we could look up cases
of people nuking hurricanes?
Of nuking shit and how...
Nuking hurricanes.
Bro, if somebody nukes something... Listen, if somebody nukes something and the radiation affects the atmosphere enough to where there's acid rain, you don't think that's a problem?
I never said it was a problem. I said what would happen to the hurricane if you nuke it. That's what's the debate right now. It's not about... what happens after the nuke goes off?
So basically, what you're saying is
and how it affects the atmosphere. I'm talking about what happens to the hurricane.
Right. So basically, what you're saying is, as a self-prescribed logical man,
the most logical human in the universe. You
want to tell that these people that you seriously don't know what'll happen?
I've never seen a hurricane nuke. I don't know what would happen. I've never seen men walk on the moon. I don't know what that's like, but it's possible. We should be able to ask the question. I mean, and if the question is not possible, somebody say, Mr. President, that's not possible. He was like, oh, okay, I'm not a freaking scientist. I'm just the President of the United States. I don't know everything. But
hey man, hey,
you
check
came,
it out. Hey,
you
people,
heard, you saw.
Hey, some people like
Now,
that
right?
shit, dog. You know what I'm saying?
Tell them we said it. Look, we gotta wrap it up. And if they ask for us by name, make sure you say it twice. This is the Javier Javier Show.